Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back again with me in my YouTube channel, Yube channel. Okay, today I'm not fine. I'm sick. So sorry if you watch my video. I always touch my nose because I'm flu. Okay, next we start. Okay, today I have a story about friendship with the title After 20 Years by O. Henry. Okay, this story tells about a friendship. You have a friend? You have a friendship? I have a friend. I have a friendship. You have a friends. You have a friendship, right? Is that right? Yeah, sure. Everyone have a friend. Everyone have a friendship. And how about your friendship? Hmm, it's curious. So, how about a friendship in the story? You curious? I'm so curious. So, let me see. Next. Okay, if you're curious of this story, I will tell you. First, I will tell you about a summary of this story after 20 years. The summary is sometimes one of the most difficult lessons for us to learn as we get older is that people, including ourselves, change, although we might be able to recognize the physical features of people we once knew. Some of their other qualities could very well be altered beyond recognition, especially after 20 years. In this story by O. Henry, the two main characters, policeman Jimmy Wells and outlaw Silky Bob, learn this lesson all too well. At one time, the two had been as close as brothers. However, once Bob left to pursue his fortunes in the West, the two eventually lost touch. Nevertheless, they had promised to meet each other in 20 years, to the hour after their last dinner together at the same spot in New York City. 20 years later, Bob's waiting outside where the restaurant once stood when he and Jimmy parted ways. The latter, who's now a policeman, comes upon him while he's walking his beat. After hearing Bob's story about the friend pleads to meet up again and watching him light up a cigar, Jimmy recognized it's Bob. He also realized his old friend is a fugitive from Chicago, whom he'd seen earlier on a police bulletin. At the point, Bob isn't aware that the policeman is Jimmy, who goes about his patrol, leaving the outlaw to wait for his friend. After a few moments, another man appears. At first, Bob thinks he is Jimmy, although Bob can see the man too well in the dark. He begins to notice that some things are off about him. Eventually, the man reveals that his plainclothes officer taking Bob under arrest. Before he does so, he hands Bob a note from the patrolman, who turned out to be his former best friend and betray Jimmy. So that is the summary of story after 20. Next, I will tell you about intrinsic elements of this story. Next. Okay, like I do before, I will always tell you about intrinsic elements of story. So, intrinsic element of this story is, first, there is them. Them of this story is friendship. Next, there is plot. Plot of this story is progressive. Next, character and characterization of this story. There is Bob as main character, antagonist, Jimmy protagonist, and Jimmy's co-worker protagonist. Next, setting of this story. First place in the streets of New York. Time in the night. Atmosphere is stressful. Next, point of view. Point of view. This story is objective. Next, mandate. Mandate of this story is, what we see is not necessarily what it really is. Okay, there is a intrinsic element of this story. Okay, next. Okay, last, I will tell you about moral value. Moral value of story after 20 years is, don't be easily judge someone. Okay? Yeah, I too. I don't want someone judge me like what they see. So you must too. You don't judge someone easily. Okay? Okay, I think enough for now. I think enough for this story. So I'm so sorry if I have many mistakes. So we can meet again in other story. I will tell you again. So see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.